Oh. Hello there in Internet Land. This is episode 3 of the 2026 season of the F1 Chat. I'm your host, Phil Lamington, or at least I was the creature that used to be him. Seated to my left is a man who, he's seated to my left. It's JB. How are you?
We're back.
We're back. It's been a bit of a mid-season break.
It's been a very much mid-season break for us and the sport. Almost as long as Mika Hakkinen sabbatical at this point.
Yeah, well.
We're on gardening leave, whatever that means.
Yeah, well, his garden must be pretty fucking good by now.
Surely he's got the hedges pruned by now.
He can come over here and do my garden if he wants.
Yeah, good luck.
But yeah, so it's been a bit of a break. We were supposed to do this a couple of weeks ago, but I'm recovering from the flu.
Yes.
And so you might hear me cough and running out of air a fair bit.
You're going to run out of speed before the end of the straights, mate.
Oh, yeah, the battery's been drained.
Yeah, that's right.
Fucking hell, I can't believe it. Right, we'll get to that a bit later. But here we are. We're going to cover both China, and Japan. The full experience here.
The full Oriental experience here.
Yes, the full Oriental Express. So we're going to start off with China.
Seems like forever ago.
Yeah, oh God, I can't remember what happened. I actually wrote these notes while I was watching the race.
Yeah, I was at work for both of these races.
Well, sucks to be you, doesn't it?
It did at the time. And then World War III started, so...
And then you watch the race, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to cover, first off, we're going to get into the Chinese sprint race. Take it away, BJ.
Yeah, we're going way back in the time machine here. 2026. Chinese Grand Prix, the Heineken Grand Prix, or the sprint race.
Yes.
That one, George Russell starts on pole position alongside Mercedes teammate Kimi Antonelli. Kimi has a horror start as Lewis Hamilton slips up into second place, fighting past Lando Norris, before taking the lead of the sprint race around the outside of turn 8 on George Russell. Arvid Lindblad spins further back as Russell retakes the sprint race lead. Lap 2, Lewis Hamilton uses superior battery power to pass Russell once again into turn 1. Lap 3, you'll get a recurring theme here for a bit. George Russell retakes the lead. At the end of the back straight, lap 5, Kimi Antonelli makes a neat move on Oscar Piastri for 5th. Hamilton repasses Russell for 1st. Lap 6, George Russell retakes the lead from Hamilton, who immediately comes under pressure from teammate Charles Leclerc. Lap 7, Kimi Antonelli is handed a 10-second time penalty for hitting Isaac Hadjar on the opening lap, just as he passes Lando Norris for 4th. Lap 8, Charles Leclerc passes Lewis Hamilton for 2nd place as they begin a multi-lap fight. Lap 13, Valtteri Bottas is asked to go to slow mode and pit as Nico Hülkenberg's Audi grinds to a halt. Antonelli passes Charles Leclerc just as the safety car is deployed as the top 6 pit for fresh soft tyres. Lap 18, Lewis Hamilton passes Lando Norris for 3rd place. Antonelli passes Liam Lawson for 6th. Oscar Piastri cedes 5th position to Kimi Antonelli as well, after overtaking him before the start line off the back of the safety car restart and avoiding a penalty. And lap 19, George Russell wins the F1 sprint race from Ferrari, pairing Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton.
In 4th place was Lando Norris in the McLaren. 5th place was Kimi Antonelli in the Mercedes. 6th place was Oscar Piastri in the McLaren. 7th place was Liam Lawson in the Racing Bulls. And 8th place was Ollie Behrman in the Haas. Right, so we're going to move on from the sprint. We're just going to go straight into the race portion of the race over the race weekend.
Yes, the Chinese Grand Prix from Shanghai.
In China.
The Heineken Grand Prix. Because apparently Chinese like to drink Heineken or something. I don't know. It might be. Might not be the way.
Chinese drink?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe they do. I don't know. Pre-race, both McLarens are ruled out of the Chinese Grand Prix with electrical component failures. Lap 1, Kimi Antonelli starts on pole position alongside Mercedes teammate George Russell. Lewis Hamilton sweeps to the lead after rounding up both Mercedes off the start. Max Verstappen has another terrible start. Meanwhile, his Red Bull teammate Isaac Hadjar spins after fighting with Ollie Behrman. Further back, the Cadillacs collide, with Sergio Perez tapping the rear of Valtteri Bottas. Lap 2, Kimi Antonelli passes Lewis Hamilton for the race lead. Lap 3, George Russell passes Charles Leclerc for third. Lap 4, George Russell passes Lewis Hamilton for second place to make it a Mercedes 1-2. Lap 10, Lance Stroll is stranded in his Aston Martin, triggering a safety car and a slew of pit stops as the top 4 drivers pit simultaneously. Lap 14, Lewis Hamilton passes George Russell. A lap later, Charles Leclerc gets by him as well. Lap 24, Charles Leclerc passes Lewis Hamilton for second place. Lap 28, Hamilton takes second place back as George Russell begins to buy into the fight. Lap 29, George Russell works his way past both Ferraris to re-establish Mercedes 1-2. Lap 33, Esteban Ocon and Franco Colapinto crash into turn 1 as Colapinto rejoined the race from the pit lane. Lap 39, Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton have a multi-lap fight over the final podium position. Lap 46, Max Verstappen is told to retire the car at Red Bull. Lap 56, Kimi Antonelli wins the Chinese Grand Prix to become Formula One's youngest ever race winner. George Russell finishes second. Lewis Hamilton finally snares a podium in Ferrari colours.
In fourth place was Charles Leclerc in the other Ferrari. Fifth place was Ollie Behrman in the Haas. In sixth place was Pierre Gasly in the Alpine. Seventh place was Liam Lawson in the Racing Bulls. Eighth place was Isaac Hadjar in the Red Bull. Oh, Jesus. Ninth place was Carlos Sainz in the Williams. And 10th place was Franco Colapinto in the Alpine. So, some of the race highlights here. Even before the race started, both McLarens were out.
Yeah, they had electrical issues that wouldn't allow the car to start under its own power.
Yeah, that...
They lost the ignition keys, basically.
Yeah, but that was more a Mercedes fault than a...
Yeah, I think it was actually a Mercedes power unit fault more than anything McLaren did.
Yeah. Next race highlight, the Ferrari start off the line. Like, they are just whippets.
Oh, yeah. Lewis swept into the lead.
Yeah, just...
Caught both Mercedes, and I think Charles Leclerc almost caught them both as well.
Yeah.
I think he wound up having to sit behind George for a bit, but yeah, it was amazing. Great start.
Off the line, they are just flying.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just they don't have the... Well, I mean, Lewis Hamilton has said they're 20 horsepower down.
Yeah, they don't have the legs once it comes to race pace, but off the start.
So they're really banking on, at the end of the next race, which is Miami, is when the FIA evaluates how far the engine developments are, like how far behind the other engines are, and determines who can get the upgrades for the power units, who can develop their power units.
Yeah, well, right now it's probably not going to be Mercedes.
No. Ferrari is banking on them being 1% to 2% down, which means they get a little bit of development. I'm pretty sure
like they are.
I'm pretty sure Aston Martin are going to get one. You know, maybe I think the Audi is going to get some work.
They might just tell Aston Martin to just have the year off and go develop.
Just go back to a Mercedes power unit.
Just go and have a whole year to develop your engine.
But the next race highlight is the Mercedes-Ferrari battles.
Yeah, they've had a couple this year, and they've been very high quality. And the Ferrari battles.
Yeah.
Like, Charles and Lewis aren't holding back.
No, they're
against Mercedes or each other. It's been good.
Zero fucks given, but they always shake hands afterwards.
Yeah. I think Lewis will be enjoying just fighting again, honestly.
Yeah.
Even if it's against his own teammate.
The next one was Max retiring from the race.
That's rare.
Yeah.
But obviously something was up with the car.
Yeah, he wasn't happy camper in it. The next one was the Alpine and Haas battles.
Yeah, well, fifth for Ollie, and then a double points finish for Alpine.
Yeah.
They're not going to be bringing up the tail of the field this year, I don't think.
No, well...
They'll definitely be in a nice midfield scrap.
And Kimi's first win in F1.
Youngest F1 winner ever.
So, I mean, let's talk about Kimi Antonelli. He drove a really smart race, and
He had a great weekend. He was on the front row all weekend, and then, capitalised to take his first win. He definitely found pace, Caught George by surprise.
Yeah.
Probably caught everyone by surprise.
Yeah, well, you can tell by the next race that George is not happy that his teammate is doing him over, but we'll get to that a bit later. Jesus Christ.
We're a healthy sounding bunch, aren't we?
Oh, God. I think I need a replacement pair of lungs.
You need a replacement for your power unit too, mate.
Oh, yeah. Where did they bury Nicky Lauder? I'll just take his lungs.
Yeah, they might be on par.
Yeah. Yeah. They got parity. Right, so we're going to get to the key drivers.
Yeah?
So George Russell,
Yep.
he did all right.
Well, he brought it home second. He really wasn't going to be in a position to catch Kimi by the end of that race, so...
No. But he drove a solid race,
He
did his
did.
job, got points for the team.
Yep.
Next key driver, Lewis Hamilton,
Yeah.
back on the podium.
Yep. Back swinging, back racing.
Even though Toto Wolff was nice enough to say, yep, it's an all-Mercedes podium.
Oh, yeah. Cheeky.
Cheeky motherfucker. Yeah, well, still got points for the red team, so...
That's right.
Next key driver, Charles Leclerc.
Yeah. Battled well.
Absolutely.
Battled well. Probably unlucky to lose out to Lewis, but Lewis had a day. And don't forget, Lewis won the sprint race here last year.
Yeah, and then got it taken off him.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, a win is win. Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning.
Sprint races don't count.
Next key driver, Ollie Behrman.
Yeah, good day.
Good day. 5th place, battled hard,
Yep, got ahead of the Alpines.
and got the points for Haas.
Yep.
Next key driver, Pierre Gasly. Again, battled hard. Got
Both
that Alpine.
Both Alpine drivers were actually pretty decent.
Yeah. Liam Lawson. Getting some points for the racing balls.
Yep, good confidence boost for him.
And good confidence boost for the next driver, Isaac Hadjar.
Yeah, well, he spun out early in the race, but...
Well, I mean, Max dropped out. He
Yeah.
retired, so he stepped up.
Yep,
You
he
step up or you step off.
did what the B driver does.
Yeah. Got the points where it was needed.
Yeah.
Next key driver was Carlos Sainz.
Yep, in the Williams.
Yeah, got that heap of crap somewhere. So.
Yeah, well, it hasn't been a... They definitely haven't picked up where they left off, Williams. So.
No, they must have gone back to not paying the subscription for XL.
Yeah, something like that. They're,
And the final key driver, Colapinto.
yeah,
Some points.
got some points. He had a couple of incidents in the sprint race, but...
All right, and then we get to the helmet drivers. There's the return of the PK kick.
Woo!
Our first helmet driver was Ocon.
Yeah,
He had a shocker.
he's had a couple of shockers lately.
Yeah, so because he pranged it on turn 1, didn't he?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Next one, Lindblad.
Yeah, not a good day for Arvid. Not a good day at all.
No, it wasn't a great day at the office. And the next one, Sergio Perez.
He had a terrible weekend. He might be in the box seat for the helmet driver. Just hit his own teammate in the sprint race and then, just had a shocker of a weekend.
Well, oddly enough, his teammate is the final candidate for the helmet driver, Valtteri Bottas.
I've got to give it to Sergio. He had a shocker of a weekend.
Yeah, I'll give it to Sergio as well.
It was not good. Not a good showing. And they driving a Cadillac isn't helping things, but
Well, it's certainly a lot better than the Aston Martin.
yeah, for now.
Yeah, but they got to stop doing an Ocon and bash it into their teammates.
They really do.
All right. So we're just going to briefly go over the driver standings at the end of the Chinese Grand Prix. In 10th place on 4 points was Lindblad. 9th place is Liam Lawson on 8 points. 8th place is Max Verstappen with also 8 points. 7th place is Pierre Gasly with 9 points. 6th place is Lando Norris with 15 points. 5th place is Ollie Behrman on 17 points. 4th place is Lewis Hamilton with 33 points. 3rd place is Charles Leclerc with 34 points. 2nd place is Kimi Antonelli with 47 points. And in 1st place is George Russell with 51 points. And the constructors, Aston Martin is dead last with 0.
That's not going to change for a while.
10th place is Cadillac with 0. 9th place is Williams with 2 points. 8th place is Audi, also with 2 points. Oh, that was great. 7th place is Alpine on 10 points. 6th place is Racing Bulls with 12 points. And they're tied for 5th with Red Bull on 12 points.
You know it's bad when they're tied. Red Bull's tied with Racing Bulls on points.
You know what's really bad is in 4th place is Haas on 17 points.
And they're both behind Haas.
3rd place is McLaren with only 18 points. 2nd place is Ferrari with 67. And leading the championship is Mercedes with 98 points.
Oh, well.
All in all, the Chinese Grand Prix wasn't too shabby.
No.
But it's still highlighting what's wrong with these new regs.
Oh, the regs aren't great. And it's not, you know, when Stefano Domenicali comes out and says, you know, an overtake is an overtake.
Yeah, but it's not.
But it's not. It's artificial racing.
That's like saying WrestleMania was great because the commercials were awesome.
Yeah.
Like, no, it wasn't. It's bullshit.
No, you want artificial, you know, your battery runs out, my battery runs out. Your battery runs out, my battery runs out.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the racing you're producing.
It's just not cricket.
And then, you know, the defending Constructors Champions can't even start the race because their batteries are fucked.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, Aston Martin's car shakes to the point that it breaks the batteries.
Yeah.
And Lando Norris is on his final power unit already.
That's not good.
Like, the fuck? The world champion is on his last power unit already. Like,
we've had 3 races.
Yeah.
That's not good.
All right. Speaking of 3 races, we're off to Japan.
Jet setting.
The Japanese F1.
Yes. The 2026 Aramco Japanese Grand Prix from Suzuka International Circuit. Lap 1, Kimi Antonelli starts on pole position alongside Mercedes teammate George Russell. Oscar Piastri gets a dream start, sweeping around Mercedes off the start to take the lead. Charles Leclerc follows the McLaren up into second place. Lap 3, Max Verstappen passes Isaac Hadjar for 9th, as Ocon takes advantage to pass Hadjar as well. Lap 4, George Russell passes Charles Leclerc for 2nd. Lap 8, George Russell passes Oscar Piastri for the lead of the Grand Prix. Coming into the final chicane, Oscar takes the lead back into turn 1. Lap 11, Kimi Antonelli passes Lando Norris for 4th. Lap 17, Lando Norris pits early for hard tyres and an attempt for an undercut. Lap 19, Oscar Piastri pits for hard tyres. Lap 21, Oscar Piastri passes Max Verstappen for 5th. Lap 22, George Russell pits from the lead of the race for hard tyres. Lap 23, Oliver Behrman has a big shunt in the spoon curve, avoiding the slowing Franco Colapinto. Safety car deployed instantly as Kimi Antonelli gets the gift of a free pit stop to retain the lead of the race. Lewis Hamilton following him in as well. Lap 27, Lewis Hamilton jumps George Russell for 3rd place off the restart. Lap 37, George Russell loses out to Charles Leclerc, possibly suffering a loss of power deployment. Lap 43, Charles Leclerc passes Lewis Hamilton around the outside of turn 1 for 3rd place. Lap 44, George Russell passes Hamilton for 4th. Lap 48, Lando Norris passes Lewis Hamilton for 5th, but Hamilton takes it back. Lap 51, George Russell fights Charles Leclerc for 3rd place. The Ferrari driver holds on though. Lap 52, Lando Norris passes Lewis Hamilton for 5th. And lap 53, Kimi Antonelli wins the Japanese Grand Prix. His back-to-back victories, making him the youngest driver to ever lead the Formula One World Championship. Oscar Piastri gets 2nd place, and McLaren's first podium of 2026, with Charles Leclerc sneaking home in front of George Russell for 3rd place.
In 4th place was George Russell in the Mercedes. 5th place was Lando Norris in the McLaren. 6th place was Lewis Hamilton in the Ferrari. 7th place was Pierre Gasly in the Alpine. 8th place was Max Verstappen in the Red Bull. 9th place was Liam Lawson in the Racing Bull. And 10th place was Esteban Ocon in the Haas. So some of the race highlights here. Again, the Ferrari starts, but also the McLaren starts.
Oscar's start was wild.
Yeah. Just the Mercedes were just sitting there in slow motion.
He finally gets to start a race this year, and boom.
Yeah, just drops the mic.
Drops
right
the
there.
hammer into P1, finishes P2.
The next one was so the last couple of races have been the Mercs versus the Ferraris. This was the Mercs, the Ferraris, and the McLarens in a triple threat.
Yes, we finally got back up there.
Next key race moment was Ollie Behrman's crash.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was a big one.
Yeah, Franco Colapinto runs out of steam in the spoon curve, and Behrman's got nowhere to go, 50 Gs.
And he must have been trying to defend it or something, but he was he was about 50k slower than Behrman.
Yeah, he was coming into spoon curve, so he was trying to take the inside, while Behrman was coming around the sweeper to take the inside and had to go onto the grass, and then from there it was all, you're just a passenger.
Yeah.
It was a good best part of 200 kilometres an hour into the tyre barrier.
No wonder he was shaking. Like, I don't fucking blame him.
Yeah, banged his knee up pretty good, but was able to walk away.
And, you know, the thing is, like, I think that Colapinto can take about 40% of the blame for it. 60% has got to go on the regs.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, it's become ridiculous.
Well, that's why they're trying to tinker with the rules.
George Russell's complaining.
Oh, he's back. He's back and he's in fine form, isn't he?
He should be driving in Formula Academy.
He's going to make a good FIA steward.
Oh my
Everyone's
God.
getting penalties.
Just the most ridiculous thing.
Yeah, honestly.
Like trying to convince his team to let him overtake Kimi Antonelli because reasons.
Yeah. What reasons? Kimi's faster than you.
Yeah, like, you know, we discussed it before the race. Well, that was before the race. Now in the race, things have changed. It's a fluid situation.
Before the race, you were going to be on equal footing. Now during the race, he's kicking your ass.
Yeah. Max fighting back. Because he started, 18th on the grid?
Yeah, he was a long way down.
And to fight back for 8th, like, he's done all right, particularly in a car he's not happy with.
Well, that car's not in the position to win a race yet.
No.
Not even close. But he did what he could. Yeah.
And the final one is Kimi is on a roll.
Kimi's on a roll, youngest ever World Championship leader.
So we'll talk about Kimi Antonelli. He had a poor start.
He had not a
Mercedes
good start.
start.
He got buried.
Yeah, he webbed the start.
But he's so quick, he fought his way to the front of the field. He won by ages too. Like, he checked out once he got to the front.
Yeah.
He was gone. It was impressive. All the hype about him in Formula 2, we thought he was maybe too soon. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it was right on time.
But it kind of... Oh, I hate using this. How much of it, though, is the car?
Yeah.
Or is the power unit?
Well, it's clearly the best car on the grid.
Yeah. Right. So we go to the key drivers. There's a photo of God.
Yeah.
Key drivers, Oscar Piastri.
Yeah.
First race he's actually been in this
He
year.
actually got to compete in a race and showed, hey, wait, I can drive these cars too.
Yeah, he did a really good, solid job.
He did.
Got second place, got some points.
He did, absolutely nailed the start and then got big points.
Yeah. Next key driver, Charles Leclerc.
Yeah.
Great start off the line. He had plenty of battles to stay where he ended up.
He's had a good season at this point.
Yeah.
Like, he's been in the mix.
If they can just give him a little bit more power.
Oh, the Ferrari's in the same boat. It probably won't win a race, but... Well, not yet. But he's up there mixing it with the contenders, so...
I think his best shot is Monaco.
Yeah, you've got to get somewhere.
The best shot for that Ferrari is the burst tracks like Monaco, Baku.
We're not going to Baku.
We're not?
I don't think so.
They haven't said anything yet.
I think, weren't they supposed to... No, they were supposed to go to Jeddah and Bahrain.
Yeah, it's not until September.
Yeah, Baku might still be on the cards by then.
Yeah.
But yeah, Monaco's definitely his chance.
Yeah. And he is a Monaco master.
Well, it's his home track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think with the Ferrari power unit, how it's got the smaller turbo that spins up quicker.
Oh, yeah, if you can get a launch at Monaco and just hold the lead, you're sweet.
Because Monaco is not a power circuit. It really is an acceleration circuit.
Yeah, Monaco's a track where you can have a dying engine and win.
Yeah.
Just ask Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah. I thought it was Jenson Button, yeah, but it's Daniel Ricciardo. Next key driver, Lando Norris.
Yeah, did what he could. Probably wanted more, but...
Yeah, he fought hard, though.
He did. I don't think he's taken quite to these new adaptions as quickly as Oscar, but...
Yeah. Next key driver, Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a tough day at the office.
He got belted around a little bit, but he's still up there.
Yeah, he's
up near the pointy end of the field where he's wanted to be for a few years.
That's right. He's still in the fight. So, next key driver was Pierre Gasly.
Another good race.
Yeah, he bagged some points for the team.
Yeah, Alpine's actually not looking too shabby after the first 3 races.
Next key driver was Max Verstappen. That was a great fight back.
Well, he needed something.
Especially in that car that... It's not even the power unit that's down. It's the rest of the car around the power unit is a shitbox.
Yeah, the whole package is just not there.
Next one, Liam Lawson. And this proves my point that the car surrounding Max Verstappen is the shitbox, is because the Racing Bulls have got the same power unit and seem to be more consistent than the Red Bull.
They're almost on par with the Red Bull, which is not good for Red Bull.
No. And honestly, I think the Racing Bull seems to have the better paint job.
Oh, it does. It looks great.
Especially
with the white rims.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks nice.
That is schmexy.
Yes.
And the final key driver is Esteban Ocon.
Yeah. After being on the shit list last week, he bounced back.
Yeah, he's a very inconsistent driver, but
Oh, yeah.
I'm still up in the air because his contract with Haas is up at the end of the year. I'm very up in the air about whether they should keep him, though.
I bet they are too.
You know, if it's a choice between him or, I don't know, bagging a Colapinto or a Gabriel Bortoletto or something like that, or
Depends on who's available.
Well, I mean, they've got their own test driver, Rio.
The Japanese guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was at McLaren for a bit.
Yeah.
I think Ocon's probably done enough to this point, if he keeps it up.
Yeah. Okay, and then we get to the helmet drivers. It's the return of the Taki Inoue photo. Getting hit by the ambulance. That's just, fantastic.
That's the best car to be hit by.
Okay, my first nominee for the helmet driver is Alexander Albon.
Oh, dear.
Who, after the 2 retirements, he was the next person to finish the race. He was 2 laps down.
Yeah. Well, where did Carlos finish? In relation, because was it the Williams or was it Albon?
Sainz finished 13th.
Yeah, right. That's not good.
I mean, he finished behind the Audis.
Oof, that's bad.
And one of the Aston Martins.
Yeah, that's not good.
The next helmet driver nominee was Isaac Hadjar, who finished 12th.
Yeah,
He went backwards.
sometimes it's not your day. And Suzuka is not an easy track to pass on.
Yeah, I feel kind of unfair writing this next person down, but I've got Colapinto
Yeah?
for the Behrman accident. That's why I feel unfair, because like I said before, 40% of that was his fault. Like veering over, that was a silly thing to do. But the fact that the engine dropped 50 horsepower
Yeah.
on a fast section of the track, it
Yeah.
kind of leads towards like it's not entirely his fault.
It was just a shit part of the track. If that happened anywhere else in the track, you would have been alright.
Yeah.
Except, 130R or something. But
And the final nominee is George Russell for
just whinging.
whinging.
Incessant whinging.
And complaining about the safety car coming out, and we should have been smarter than this. Well, they didn't know the safety car was coming out. How can you predict the safety car?
Are you a mind reader, George? Maybe you should have made the call.
And then sort of insinuating that the team should let him pass Kimi because,
Yeah, how well did that work out?
you know...
Kimmy won the race by a mile.
Well, you know what's bad when Toto has to get on the radio and say, just shut up and drive the car, mate.
Yeah, honestly.
And that's what happened. Toto got on the radio and said, look, it's a shit situation, but do the best you can with it.
Yep.
You know?
That's what we pay you to do.
So they're the four nominees.
I just give it to George purely because he whinges.
Yeah, I'm
I can't blame Franco for that crash. It's just a shit circumstance and a shit spot.
and it just really highlights what's wrong with the regulations.
Yeah, honestly, these regulations are dog shit. No one likes them. The drivers hate them. The fans hate them. We're 3 races into the season. And the FIA is already trying to backtrack on some of them to try and save face.
Yeah. I mean, it's even led to George Russell has kept going to the FIA and saying we need to change the start procedure. And they've got to get the teams to agree to it. And Fred Vasseur keeps saying, no.
Why would he?
And he said, because last year, when these regs were brought forward, we asked these questions to the FIA and they said, work around it in the rules. So
they did.
they worked around it in the rules.
And now they get Mario Kart starts.
Yeah. And now everyone else is complaining and Fred's like, we're not changing our mind.
No.
It's not happening. We worked within the rules. These were the rules. You knew the rules a year ago. Thank you, fuck you, bye.
Yep.
Right. So, on to the news. And as you probably have figured out, the Bahrain and Saudi Arabian Grand Prix have been cancelled. But now they're saying that the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix might be brought back in December, right before Abu Dhabi.
Hell yeah.
And pushing Abu Dhabi back a week. So instead of it being December 8, it's going to be December 13. And Saudi Arabia is going to go in the December 8 spot.
I'm not opposed to that.
Or, you know what they could do is just race somewhere else that isn't getting bombed the shit out of by Donald Trump.
Yeah. Like Syria or Afghanistan.
Does Israel have a track?
Baghdad International Airport.
But, yeah, look, you know what? I'm not sore to see either of those races not on the grid this year.
I am. I love Jeddah.
Yeah.
I love Bahrain as a track. Not as a race. As a track, it's great.
You don't like it when you race on there, though, because they fit wet tyres on.
Yeah. Yeah, that.
I have to admit, too, while I was crook with the flu, I actually fired up F1 2026, 25?
Have you?
The latest one?
Yeah.
Wow, how can you overcomplicate a menu system?
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
All I wanted to do was just do a Grand Prix by myself. Not go online, not do a season. I just wanted to do one race. And
You've got to go through like that F1 world fucking
Yeah.
shit just to find it.
yeah. And every option you pick, you've got to sit there and listen to Natalie Pinkman sit there and waffle on. It's just like, just shut up.
Yeah. Let me race.
And this year, they're not releasing F1 2026. It's just going to be an update over F1 2025.
Yeah, they're going to bring out as a DLC patch.
Yeah.
Hi, kids. You have a shit game and shit cars.
Yeah, it's kind of like anyone who wanted to just keep it when the last thing of cars being good, you don't get that option because you've got to download an update.
No, you can do. I'm sure they'll keep the 25 season in there.
Probably not. It's just going to be an overlay.
Surely they will. Because then you get to experience super clipping in all its glory.
Oh, fuck. Right. So, move on to the next news item, which is Jonathan Wheatley has left the Audi F1 team.
Where's he going?
Don't know yet.
That's a big loss.
Apparently, the rumour is that he is going to take over as team principal at Aston Martin. Why would you want that poison chalice?
So what's Larry Stroll going to do?
Well, Larry Stroll's the team owner.
Oh, he's the team owner. Who's the team principal at Aston Martin?
At the moment, it's Adrian Newey. But he's always said, like, I'm only doing this as a temporary thing until we find someone permanent. It's more likely he was like, yay, team boss, team principal, hoo-do-do-do-do-do-do. And then everything turned to shit, and he went, I don't want to be this anymore.
This is shit. This is a terrible idea.
This was a brilliant idea, not.
Yeah. No, I've made a terrible mistake.
But apparently, Jonathan Wheatley did not get along with Matthias Binotto. Surprise!
There's a few people that don't get along with Matthias Binotto.
All I can say is, in my best attempt at doing a Robin Williams is, surprise, surprise, surprise.
Absolutely. That's a big loss. I mean, considering he jumped over from Mercedes to be there.
No, he jumped from Red Bull.
Red Bull, sorry, yeah.
I would like to see him... Oh, well, with everyone fucking departing Red Bull now, he's probably better...
I was about to say, well, GP's leaving Red Bull, go back. There's probably an open... There's probably a Seek position or two on Seek. Have you been... Oh, what's that other one? LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Have you received a LinkedIn notification from Red Bull? That they viewed your profile?
All I keep going is he's going to go to OnlyFans.
Might as well, handsome devil.
He actually looks like... No offense to him, he looks like he is, in fact, gay.
I don't know. They all sort of do. It's Formula One.
Yeah, it's Formula One.
They all look kind of gay, dude.
Yeah.
They're all pretty boys.
Yeah. Look, I think his best
It's
shot...
like soccer players, mate. They all look gay.
Maybe his best shot is if he goes to Alpine as a team principal there.
Alpine's coming good. Alpine's doing better than Audi.
Yeah.
It's probably an upgrade from where he's at the moment.
Or, I actually think he'd be a better team principal if he went to somewhere like Cadillac. Because the guy who's the team principal at Cadillac at the moment, Graham Loudon.
Yeah.
Well, what are his credentials? I was team principal at Marussia.
Yeah, I might need a better...
That's really not something you want to write on your resume.
I need a better resume than that.
You know, that's a resume where your employer looks at it and just goes, no. Just no.
I was head coach at the Dragons. Ah. Yes, Shane Flanagan, you were.
I was head coach at Tottenham.
Yeah.
That
works.
works.
Not when you won the trophies either.
Yeah, when we were collecting injuries.
I got one of the 6 richest clubs in England relegated to the championship.
Yay!
Hey, there's still time.
So Jonathan Wheatley is departing the Audi F1 team, and Matthias Binotto is taking over as team principal, but apparently they are looking for a permanent team principal.
That place is going to burn to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. Bring in Gunther Steiner. Bring in your mate.
At this point, you might as well.
All right, next news item is GP.
This is massive.
Gianpiero Lambassi is leaving Red Bull and joining McLaren at the end of 2027, start of 2028.
As our racing officer. I don't know what that means, but okay.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm stunned.
But now there's a little bit of a rumor. There's a little bit of a rumor that your team principal might be leaving McLaren.
Who, Stella?
Yes.
Okay, that sucks. He's good.
Yeah.
But Giampiero Lambassi's pretty good too.
You haven't asked me the key question on where they think Stella's going to go.
Where is Stella going to go?
Well, there's rumours going around that he's going to be replacing Fred Vasseur at Ferrari.
Really?
That's the rumour.
That's a big get. Well, Stella was there. Stella was at Ferrari when he was young.
Yeah.
He was a mechanic there.
Yeah. And there's also another rumour that another person might be leaving Red Bull.
Max Verstappen?
No, besides him. Hannah Schmid.
Oh, I heard rumours a while ago that she was looking at the exit door.
And the rumours are that she's going to Ferrari.
That's massive. You actually get a competent fucking...
We're going to have a strategy team.
You have a competent strategy
We
team.
have a strategy team. Hell yeah. We've only waited for 20 fucking years for it.
Yeah, she's great.
Yay. But that's only a rumour.
Except that one time that Max yelled at her, but you can ignore that.
Yeah, well, you know, it was the heat of the moment. I mean, he's always yelling at GP about something or other.
I know, and they're like best mates.
Yeah. So, you know. But apparently GP asked Max's permission.
I think Max is leaving the sport.
I think Max is going to McLaren.
No, I think Max is leaving the sport.
Because I think that they are perfectly willing to dump Oscar Piastri.
They're retarded if they do that.
Yeah, well.
Oscar's the better driver. They just won't fucking admit it.
Maybe, though, Oscar Piastri, if he went to Red Bull, if they did a straight swap, that might be something that rebuilds Red Bull.
Well, Australians and Red Bull haven't had the greatest history.
No, that's very true. But
I
also
need another one in the firing line.
But then again, like, what if Piastri went to, say, Ferrari? Like, Lewis Hamilton retires and they don't think that Ollie Behrman is ready.
That would be massive. I don't know. I don't think Max will go to McLaren. I think Max will leave the sport.
Oh, well, I mean, a few people are saying that Max might actually go to Mercedes.
Yeah, Mercedes World Endurance.
No. Mercedes F1 team.
Well, they're going to dump
George Russell.
Would they?
Yeah.
Oof, I don't know. I don't see Max staying in the sport.
Because I honestly think Mercedes thinks that Kimi Antonelli is the future.
Honestly, Max is having more fun in GT3 cars than he is in Formula 1.
Oh, I agree.
Formula 1's just a fucking side quest for him now.
Yeah.
He's completed it. 4-time world champion.
4-time world champion, and he's driving cars that he hates.
Yeah. He hates the regulations. He's done everything he'll need to do in the sport. Why stay? He wants to win Le Mans.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see... There's no ambition for him to stay in Formula 1 anymore. I think when GP goes, Max will leave the sport. I think that's why he asked Max's permission, and that's why Max said yes.
Yeah.
Because Max is either leaving Red Bull or leaving the sport altogether.
But, I mean, if we get that notification saying Max is signed with McLaren...
Oh, dude.
Oh, that's
dude.
That's going to shock the world too. It's very cool. It's going to be up there with Lewis Hamilton has signed with Ferrari.
Yeah,
in terms of absolute
But
shock.
that would also mean that Oscar Piastri would have to leave McLaren, which would suck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out in 2 years, will we?
Yeah, well, don't forget Max has got that performance clause in his contract.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he could walk.
Yeah. Out of the sport. I'm willing to bet he'll leave the sport before he signs with McLaren.
We'll find out.
We will.
Stay tuned. You'll find out.
Stay tuned.
All right. Next news item is... So... I've got to actually look at the screen for this. So the FIA has banned the little trick that Mercedes and Red Bull have done with their F1 engine. So I've got to read this direct, okay? The FIA has banned an engine trick used by Mercedes and Red Bull in qualifying ahead of the next race in Miami. Both engine manufacturers have exploited a trick to run maximum deployment at the end of a lap, rather than the deployment rate reducing. There is a limit at each track, which normally means the energy deployment is reduced to 50 kilowatts per second in the last part of the lap. However, in technical emergencies, the MGUK, a part of the power unit, can be shut down so the battery can run at full power. Mercedes and Red Bull were doing this during the opening 3 rounds for a performance gain, which Sky Sports News understands the FIA has now banned, confirming the MGUK can only be deactivated for legitimate emergencies. Kimi Antonelli, Max Verstappen and Alex Albon in the Mercedes-powered Williams all experienced sudden power losses during practice at the last race in Japan due to complications when trialling the shutdown.
Wow. Sneaky motherfuckers.
Yeah. And it was all, without sounding like something out of Rush, it was all because Ferrari were trying to replicate it and went, this is really fucking dangerous, and had a word to the FIA and said, look, we've trialed it and it's fucking dangerous.
Yeah.
This could lead to more accidents like what happened to Ollie Behrman, but during qualifying. You've got a situation here. And the FIA did their due diligence, did their investigation, and went, yeah, no, that is too fucking dangerous.
Yeah. Well, look, I mean, which is weird because Mercedes is already the fastest car over the race pace anyway. I don't know why they needed to think that they needed an electrical advantage in qualifying as well. I mean, I understand why, but...
Well, that's why they've got the qualifying advantage, because they can sit there and pull this crap.
Be very interesting to see what happens in Miami now.
Well, speaking of which, I think it was either yesterday or today, the FIA put out all the changes that are going to be happening for Miami. And I happen to have downloaded all the photos. Now, I'm not going to put all the photos up in the video because it's going to be an editing nightmare, and I've already got a wrestling podcast to edit as well as this one. So, here we go. Right, this is the first change. Energy harvesting. The recharge limit in qualifying will be reduced from 8 megajoules to 7 megajoules for each lap. This reduction will ensure more of the lap is run flat out with less need for unusual energy recovery tactics.
Okay.
That just seems like a bunch of hullabaloo. That makes no fucking sense. We need someone on the show who can understand this shit. Alright, next one. Race starts. A new low-power detection system has been developed, which will trigger automatic MGUK deployment to ensure a minimum level of acceleration at starts.
So that's the thing they were talking about with the shutting the batteries off?
Yes.
Actually, no, that's the opposite. That means it will trigger automatically instead of being shut off.
If they haven't spun up the turbo enough...
Yeah.
For the start, the MGUK will take over and propel the engine. So basically, they've just fucked off Ferrari's advantage at the start.
Well, not necessarily, because if the MGUK is to powering your engine off the start, it means you've weathered the start anyway.
Yes.
It's basically to stop you stalling.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all it is. If your car's going into anti-stall after you haven't had a good start.
All right, next one. Super clipping. The super clipping recharge allowance will be increased from 250 kilowatts to 350 kilowatts in both qualifying and the races, reducing time spent recharging.
Shouldn't be recharging at all.
Why are they...
Should be recharging under braking.
Why are they limiting how much you can recharge your engine, your battery to begin with anyway?
There shouldn't be any limits on any of this.
It should be if you can recharge your fucking battery by pressing on the brake pedal.
Yeah,
then
you run that thing, and if you run out of battery, you run out of battery. That's on you.
It's the FIA and Stefano Domenicali artificially creating bullshit.
I don't tell Stefano that. An overtake's an overtake.
Yeah, but not when you do an overtake and then they just overtake back past you because they've got more battery.
It's literally Formula E.
Yeah, except Formula E said stop trying to be us on steroids.
Yeah, basically.
You know, you run engines, we run batteries. Fuck off. The next one, wet weather. So tyre blanket temperatures for intermediate tyres have been increased. Maximum energy recovery system deployment will be reduced, and the rear light systems have been simplified with clearer and more consistent visual cues to improve stability.
Yeah, basically.
Visibility.
Basically, you're not going to get wheel spin in the wet with the battery deploying, which is fine.
And they've changed the lighting on the rear wings.
Okay.
Are they going to put indicators in there as well?
Well, they already got the orange lights on the wing mirrors.
Yeah.
Indicators enough.
Well, I mean, Lance Stroll doesn't use his mirrors, so it's fucking...
He just uses his hazard lights.
Yeah. Well, he is a fucking hazard.
He is. He should have his on permanently.
Yeah.
He is a rolling fucking hazard.
Next one is changes to boost limits. Boost limits will be changed during races to avoid risks of big closing speeds in unexpected areas.
Bit late for that.
For example, 350 kilowatts will be allowed in straight mode zones, while a 250 watt cap will be put in non-straight mode areas. What the fuck? What?
They're trying to make what happened with Colapinto and Behrman not happen.
Yeah, but they're saying, well, in a straight, you're allowed 350 kilowatts of
in
battery
a straight
power.
line, you're allowed to. Where Behrman was in the sweeper before the spoon curve, you'll only be allowed 250 kilowatts of power. I don't know
But
what
that was,
reduce.
but that was before spoon curve, so it's technically a straight.
They wouldn't regard that as a straight.
Why are they putting a cap on the power anyway? Why are they?
Because they fucked the rules, Phil. Because they've overcomplicated. They've taken a great fucking thing and fucked it.
Yeah, they've got sexual fingers.
They've turned chicken salad into chicken shit.
Yeah, they've got sexual fingers because everything they touch, they fuck.
Yeah. They've certainly proved it this year.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. How come IndyCar is not this complicated?
Because they just drive.
They just drive. They drive cars that are less complicated.
Well, I mean, they've still got energy recovery systems and shit, but theirs is fine.
It's just...
Because theirs isn't 50-50. Theirs is what Formula One had last year.
Yeah.
They're a V6 turbo hybrid, but it's mostly internal combustion engine.
Yeah.
They didn't go and screw the pooch.
And then this one, energy harvesting. The recharge limit in qualifying will be reduced from 8 megajoules to 7 megajoules each lap. This reduction will ensure more of the lap is run flat out with less need for unusual energy recovery tactics.
Like lifting off early and stuff. Just put a V8 engine in the back already.
Yeah, just put a V8 in there. Look, even if you want to put a V10 in there, I'd be extremely happy with that.
Oh, man. That'd be amazing.
That would just, you know...
I don't think we'll see V10s.
Champagne would open from the heavens.
I don't think we'll see V10s in racing again, but I'll take a V8.
Oh, anything that gets us away from these Dyson fucking vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
All right. Those regs are still bullshit.
It's a Band-Aid fix to something that requires a permanent solution.
And you know what? All this shit has happened because the FIA and Stefano Domenicali wanted to bend over backwards to keep Honda and to bring in Audi. And they've royally fucked it.
Yeah, they've ruined the fucking sport. They got Audi, but they fucked.
Even Audi are now sitting there going, these regs are bullshit. Like, we need something a bit more focused. And
the whole point of this shit was to reduce carbon emissions. Now they've got biofuel, which doesn't matter.
It's made this fucking redundant.
Yeah, you don't need
Made
hybrid.
it fucking redundant.
You don't need hybrid technology if you're not using an oil-based fuel. Just fucking
Oh my god.
don't worry about emissions.
Yeah.
Race, just fucking race.
That's the reason why we watch it. We want to watch the fastest cars, the most technologically sound cars with the biggest engine making the biggest noise, going. Not.
Yeah.
We don't want to hear Dyson vacuum cleaner. You
I'm
know?
all for active aero and active suspension and whatever. Just give me a V8 engine at least.
Yeah, something that makes a bit of noise. If you want to put batteries in there, cool. They can use that as push to pass.
Yeah.
You know, let the engine dictate the power, and the battery be used to dictate the race positions.
Yeah.
But fuck. And you know what the worst thing about this is that the drivers actually don't have a lot of control over the battery deployment. It's actually programmed in to the engine by the team where the engine will be deployed. So if they know there's a big long straight, they program in to the engine that when it gets to that certain straight to deploy the engine, deploy the battery.
Really? So they can't even override
It's
that, really?
fucking remote control racing.
Yeah, might as well just take the drivers out and have that
Yeah,
fucking drone racing thing
Just
they tried.
fucking let AI do it.
They tried it. It was terrible. And yet somehow it would be infinitely more entertaining than what we've got now.
Because it's fake.
Yeah, it's a
fake.
fabricated. It's literally, I've got less battery than you. Oh, now you've got less battery than me.
Gilles Villeneuve and Rene Arnoux are rolling in their fucking graves right now over this. James Hunt and Niki Lauda are turning in their fucking graves.
Yep.
This is complete bastardization of this sport.
It really is. All for the pursuit of being green.
And like even this,
Being green. How many fucking airliners does it take to get you from one country to the other?
yeah, and they're not running on fucking
They ain't
biofuel.
running fucking super clipping over the Pacific Ocean. If your big freight plane super clips over the Pacific Ocean, you're going for a fucking swim.
Or a trip through a nice rainforest.
Yeah. Into a side of a mountain.
I've seen Mission Impossible 2. I know what happens when a plane crashes into a mountain.
Correct.
But, Jesus Christ. They're doing their real best to try and...
At the peak of this sport's popularity, they fucking ruined the sport.
Yeah.
It's the biggest global audience this sport's had since the 90s.
Well, here's a question for you. While we're on ruining the sport, have you seen this season of Drive to Survive yet?
No.
Boring.
Yeah, figured as much.
Boring as hell.
I mean, last season wasn't exactly super exciting.
Yeah, but it was better than this season.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, this season, the things they show off is every time there's a problem between Piastri and Norris, they show George Russell giving his opinion about it.
Of course. Who else are they going to fucking ask?
And George Russell in the mirror showing off his beauty care products that he endorses, and he is a part of manufacturing now. And like his moisturizer for his skin. Are you a
We
fucking
can't-
Formula One driver or what?
We were just saying before about how Formula One drivers kind of look gay in the same way that soccer players kind of look gay. And here's Georgie boy with his man fucking moisturizer.
He uses more moisturizer than his girlfriend.
Yeah.
How has he got a girlfriend?
He's got money.
Like,
Because he
fuck.
doesn't have balls, he's got money.
Fucking hell.
I'm sure L'Oreal Paris is paying him a nice mint.
Fucking Jesus.
Actually, that might be Carlos Sainz.
Yeah.
Or is it Pantene?
Yeah,
It's one of them.
They show him doing his modelling shoot.
Yeah, but Carlos I get. He's a handsome boy.
Yeah.
Carlos is handsome man. George is just fucking Pratt boy, rich boy, private school motherfucker.
Latte boy.
Fucking can't. Yeah.
Right, we're gonna move on because we're gonna get angrier about this shit if we don't move on. So we're gonna move on to the
You
driver's
can't have
stand.
full cream milk because it makes his tummy hurt. I can't have full cream milk in my latte or I have poo real
He's
bad.
got to use that smarter white milk with only 2% fat.
No, he uses almond milk because it's fucking cruelty free from cows. Some shit.
Yeah, but it's cruel to almonds.
It's fucking, where's the udders on an almond? You ever tried to milk an almond? I have. Impossible. Don't know where those udders are.
Sorry, I just had this thought of because I'm currently watching the season 50 of Survivor, and they're in Fiji. They've been in Fiji for 10 friggin' years now, and they use like coconuts, trying to milk a fucking coconut.
Milk a coconut. Oh boy.
Right, so we're gonna go to the drivers' standings here after the Japanese F1. So in 10th place is Liam Lawson on 10 points. 9th place is Max Am I reading this right? Ninth place is Max Verstappen on 12 points.
He's not having a good year.
8th place is Pierre Gasly.
He only got 2 points on top of what he was already on last week.
8th place is Pierre Gasly with 15 points. 7th place is Ollie Behrman with 17 points. 6th place is Oscar Piastri on 21 points.
Oscar Piastri has finished 1 Grand Prix this year and is 4 points behind Lando Norris.
Yeah.
What does that say about Lando?
And is 9 points ahead of Max Verstappen.
Yeah. He's finished 1 race.
And Lando Norris is in 5th with 25 points. 4th place is Lewis Hamilton with 41 points. 3rd place is Charles Leclerc with 49 points. 2nd place is George Russell with 63 points. And in 1st place, leading the championship, is young little Kimi Antonelli on 72 points. The team standings. So in 11th place is Aston Martin with 0 points and 0 clues. 10th place is Cadillac with 0 points. 9th place is Williams with 2 points. 8th place is Audi with 2 points. 7th place is Racing Bulls with 14 points. 6th place is Red Bull with 16 points. They're tied with Alpine, who are in 5th place with 16 points. 4th place is Haas with 18 points.
Go Haas.
Get in there, Haas. 3rd place is McLaren with 46 points. 2nd place is Ferrari with 90 points. And in 1st place with 135 points is Mercedes.
Last year's wooden spooners are tied with Red Bull.
Yep. And the team that finished, 2nd last?
Yeah.
Is currently 4th.
And the team that finished 5th is currently 9th.
Yes.
Right, a wicked web we weave.
Yes. Right, so that's right, we got to do the socials. That's how long it's been since we've done one of these.
We got to do socials.
We got to do the socials. So on YouTube, the F1 Chat Vindicator 18 channel. We still do have our dedicated F1 channel called the F1 Chat -1.
Yeah, that's probably for people that I think we stopped posting there like a year ago, so
Because Longhorn's got all the details.
I'll harass him for details at some point.
Facebook, the F1 Chat. X, the F1 Chat 1. Don't forget the 1.
Facebook's probably your best bet at the moment, and the Vindicator channel.
Yep. With the amazing new profile photo.
Yes.
Yes. Rumble is the F1 Chat, and Spotify is the F1 Chat. Just a quick little thing. The profile photo is from a Commodore 64 game called The Last Ninja Remix. It's the profile photo of the ninja in the corner of the status bar. And the reason why, I'm going to give a shout out to a fellow YouTuber called Total MK. And he was doing a live stream of the new Last Ninja collection that we both backed on Kickstarter. and he was doing a live stream of it. This was while I was crook with the flu too. And he played the game, and he's just like, the ninja face in the corner is absolute crap. Like, this is stupid. And I mentioned that my best mate from high school, Whit, used to do that face that it's pulling for a joke. And I remembered that on Facebook. So for about a period of 2 months there, I had that as my Facebook profile photo to try and pop Whit. And he popped over it. He was just like, oh, God, I can't believe you did that. And Total MK is like, yeah, that's fucking stupid, man. That's fucking cool. And I said, you know what? I'm going to set that as the profile photo for my YouTube page. And Total MK is like, oh, you won't do it. You won't do it. So I did it. And he hasn't seen it yet, but next time he does a live stream, I'll pop up in his chat so he can see that. And that'll make him pop hard, because he'll be like, oh, Christ, you did do it.
Yep, that's right.
So,
Man of your word, Phil.
Right, so that's the socials. The next race is in 2 weeks.
Yeah, Miami.
First weekend of May.
Back from the mid-season break.
And that's going to be a busy weekend for us.
Really?
That's the same weekend we go and see Friendly Geordies.
Yeah, I see Jimmy Carr 2 nights before that.
And we got the Retro Gaming night the same night as the race. But it's from Miami, so it won't be on until like 2 o'clock in the morning. Or whatever.
Yeah, that will be.
So we got the RGN. And then the next day is the public holiday. The May Day public holiday. And I'm on holidays anyway, because I've got to chop down the rainforest in the backyard.
Wow. Public holidays don't count for me anymore, but I will be here.
Yes.
Until Monday.
Right. So anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. It's been a bit of a long one. It's been a bit of a tricky one with my nagging cough that won't go away. But we got through it, and it's been fun to get back into it, and hopefully these episodes will be a little bit more steady and a little bit more frequent. So anyway, thank you for tuning in on behalf of myself and JB. Till we meet again, it is goodbye.